So, joining me first, fresh from filming Series 2 of code-breaking drama, The Bletchley Circle, it's Julie Graham. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at a scene from Series 1, shall we?
Sure.
Let's have a look at this.
You were right. We didn't listen. And now another girl's gone missing. God willing that she's still alive and can be found in time.
Yes, but I was wrong. I'm an amateur. Saw a connection that wasn't there and I convinced myself it meant something.
That's because you've been working from newspaper and wireless reports. But they're only repeating what the police are telling them, and they won't be telling them everything.
Why wouldn't the police tell them everything?
Because some of it's going to be too dull.
But the dull details are often the vital ones.
And some of it's going to be too awful.
Indeed. We need to find out exactly what happened to those girls.
So there you go. The Bletchley Circle, first series. For those of our viewers that didn't see it, tell us what it's about.
It's about 4 women who met during, who went to Bletchley, who were at Bletchley Park and were, who were code breakers.
Yeah.
And they, they did amazing work, and it was all, they had to sign the Official Secrets Act to say that they would never be able to talk about it. And of course, when the war ended, their efforts were not really recognised, and they just had to go back to their sometimes mundane, boring lives. They didn't go on to do high-powered jobs or anything. They had to go back to being housewives and in my case, a librarian.
Right.
And then there's a series of murders happening in London, and one of the code breakers notices a pattern in the murders that the police and the press are missing.
Right.
And so she kind of gets the gang back together,
right.
The circle,
yeah.
And we solve all the crimes.
Now, moving on to the second series that's coming up.
At the beginning of the second series, Jean, one of the characters, Alice, has been at Bletchley Park, and she's been accused of murder. And, it's a pretty cut-and-dried case, and she's going to hang for it because she's not offering any defence. And Jean goes to see her on a compassionate visit and realises that there's something not right about it. She's not telling the truth. She's not revealing what actually happened. And she has suspicions that, there's something else going on and that she's protecting somebody. So she gets the circle back together and unravel all sorts of conspiracies, government conspiracies, army conspiracies, and it becomes they open a can of worms, which
right.
it's very, very hard to then put back in the box.
We've got a behind-the-scenes thing going on in next week, so anyone that wants to see any stuff that you're doing from the second series, you must tune in to next week's show because it's all behind the scenes there with Julie and the rest of the gang. You've got this new thing coming out with Brian Koch. You've got Shetland, haven't you?
Yes.
And that's adapted from the Anne Cleeves books, isn't
yes.
it? Yeah.
Yes, the same author who did the Vera books.
Yeah.
And it's this detective, Jimmy Perez, who works in who is based in the Shetland Islands, and it's incredibly bleak, incredibly beautiful, and hopefully incredibly intriguing and exciting and thrilling.
And who do you play in it?
I play the Procurator Fiscal. So, I'm the big boss.
Indeed.
So basically I just get to boss Dougie Henschel about quite a lot, which is wonderful.
Good for you, yes.
Yeah.
I bet he loves that.
Oh, he loves it, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And, of course, you're going to stay with us all the way through the show, which is brilliant.